Sometimes I miss the hills of Thélème as well as the towers of Montorga.
It is,
My children, it's always a pleasure to see you. What can I do for you?
We were hoping you could help us find where General Cornos is hiding.
Really? And why should I know? Do you think he informs me of his movements?
Father Cardinal, if anyone on this continent can find out where our enemy is hiding, it's you. We have been monitoring all the sites where he could have his troops perform a ritual. But if we really want to end the threat he represents, we have to flush him out and attack him directly.
The General's demise would certainly be a relief. I can't deny that. All right, I'll find out.
cool.
I'll send a bird when I know more. And once we've found him, you'll need to gather your allies as quickly as possible before attacking. We may not have another
Yeah,
opportunity.
let's set up the end now.
Thank you, Father Pius. We will await your message. We shall leave.
See ya. Yeah, still yet. Wait. Oh. I see the little mark on it now. Okay. Probably believe it. Okay, we got him. Get the support from my allies. Wait for a message from the coin god. Fuck me. Why do I have to wait? Let's just fucking do this. Alright, cool. Alright, how are we looking? Yeah, that still doesn't tell me where I'm meant to go. I'm just gonna go back to the boat, see what happens. Because we're nearing the end from the looks of it. Alright, catacombs to the travel to the. You're arriving at a point. If you continue, you won't be able to go back. Anyway, I'm going to quest. Took me 2 seconds. Let me save. This is it. Okay, gotta get my go. I guess I gotta get my other go, you know, and then you. Alright. Okay, let's see how it ends.
The guard has got things under control. A mouse couldn't get out of these catacombs without getting caught.
Here you are again, my dear companions. It's only right that we should be here together to face the ultimate evil.
Were you?
I'd heard the cries of the unfortunate victims of this cursed Black Night on the plains, and I answered the call, of course. When I learned that this monster was hiding out in these sinister catacombs, I knew that this was my true quest.
It's true. It's a quest worthy of a knightess.
I do not remember this lady one little
Isn't
bit.
it? But I'm delighted to have you by my side. And I've seen for myself just how good you are in battle. One could not dream of better companions in troubled times.
We're delighted to have you with us.
May the enlightened lead your steps in battle, my friends. I shall now ready myself for combat.
Okay. So my cat doesn't feel like talking today.
There you are at last.
How goes the attack, Captain Superintendent?
The situation isn't ideal. That old fox Kernaz chose his battlefield well. He has complete control over these ruins and has positioned his troops to take full advantage of the terrain. His men are making the most of their knowledge of the area and are waging a battle of skirmishes, ambushes, and sneaky tricks. and Imperialist fighters arriving from the rest of Tynea keep attacking us from behind. Since everything depends on his strategy and his troops' loyalty to his person, if the general falls, the rest will collapse with him. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly where he is hiding.
Therefore, we're not in a strong position.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we don't have much outside support. Certainly not enough to allow us any room for error.
There must be some way to tip the scales in our favor.
When you don't have the numbers or the strength, you must use cunning. With a well-laid plan, we should be able
I heard that off for him, but
Quite right.
it's the
We're going to
stats.
carry out a coordinated attack on different parts of the ruins and the open terrain surrounding them. The aim is to divert the attention of the majority of the general's troops, while 2 small units make their way into the catacombs. These 2 groups will have to find the general hidden there and stop him by any means possible.
Why send 2 groups?
Our scouts have managed to narrow down our search area to 2 paths leading into the catacombs. Unfortunately, we don't know which one goes to the general's hideout, or even where they lead.
I see your point. I suppose you'd like us to be part of one of these groups?
Actually, we'd like you and your companions
Take it
to
as
split
maps.
up and lead the 2 groups. I'll leave you the time to prepare and decide amongst yourselves who will accompany you on one path, and which of your companions will take the other one. When you've made up your minds and are ready, come back and see.
Watch this be like a mess fit to gotta put people in the right spots, otherwise, yeah. Talk to every one of my teammates. I mean, is all my teammates even here?
Yes, my love.
And relationship right here, that'd be crazy.
Well, if it isn't...
Well, so far they don't fucking want to talk at all. Talk to every member of your party, like... If I speak to that one, we'll start the mission. And I can't even save. We'll save right now. Then we'll see what happens.
Trust you've been able to speak to our allies?
Our allies?
Have a word or 2 with your companions before we go into battle.
You all know why we're here and what's at stake. Getting to know you, exploring this continent with you, and fighting alongside you has changed my life. I hope that after this battle, we can all reunite and celebrate our victory together.
Yes.
Oh, please, enough with the talking. Let's go kill this bastard and be done with it. I crave passion and adventure, not tears.
We started this adventure together, and I hope we'll finish it together.
I owe you my life, but I would gladly give it to defeat
Do not
Kairos.
give it. I don't care if anyone else dies. You must live. And we must get married.
Of sentimentality or goodbyes. So let's agree to meet up after this battle, shall we? We'll have a drink together.
Sounds good.
With you, my friends, I'd sail to the ends of the earth. And I look forward to joining you all aboard the Constantia for new adventures.
In the DLC.
so serious all of a sudden. After everything we've been through, we're not going to let one little skirmish scare us, are we?
Well, it's always helpful to motivate each other before a fight. Are you ready? Remember that anyone who doesn't go with you will take the other route.
Let's just say give us another minute.
A few more minutes.
Let's just see.
I understand, but hurry. We can't hold off the attack for too long.
So we really can't talk with everyone.
I'm happy to...
We're ready.
We are ready.
Good. Who will go with you?
I had this team. I mean, not even giving me any other options to take anyone else, so this is what we do.
Wait.
What is it?
My beautiful bird. We've been through many dangers together, but this time, I hardly recognize myself. For the first time in my life, I'm speechless. I'm afraid. Isn't that ridiculous? A Devesp quaking in her boots. Not for herself, but for the woman she loves.
There's nothing to fear. Together, we can do anything.
Yeah, let's make out.
Together.
Now let's go.
Watch your step. There are traps.
Haven't had to deal with traps in ages. Damn. Diffuse. What's the point? Doesn't give me shit. Shit. Try and be sneaky. Oh dear. Oh shit. Oh fuck it, I don't care. Kill him.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Always hate that sound. Some more traps. Oh,
I should have known it would be you.
This is you again.
The savage and her minions. As if you could ever hope to defeat him. You're nothing but a fleet.
Bro, just shut the fuck up, pull out your blade, and let's fight, and you die.
You should have died in that prison. It would have been better for you.
I wouldn't have missed this for anything in the world.
Let's finally kill this fucker.
Show them what we're made of.
We gotta kill the buddy guys shooting us. Do that.
My armor is not good anymore.
She was hoping to stop us once again, but we've beaten her for good this time. Now to find her commanding officer. Yes.
Beating her. That was a woman the entire time. What the fuck? Okay, let's unblock it. Hey there.
Hey, is anyone... Get to the intruder!
May the enlightened grant us strength!
I'm gonna do this. Nice. Unfortunately, I think I might have chosen my weakest group. I think I needed Till. He was strong. If I can train it later on, I would. Of course.
There's no turning back now.
And there he is. There's legit the third scene with him.
You? The continent is full of worthy soldiers and mercenaries, and yet they send a savage after me? They couldn't just defeat me, they had to insult me too. No matter. I'm going to prove they were wrong. I'm going to send their pesky little hunting dog back to them in pieces. I'll show them they've only managed to delay the inevitable. There are wheels in motion that are far beyond their imagining.
You've gone mad. The whole world is against you, Kornaz. You're trapped in the furthest reaches of the catacombs and you're still raving about your plans.
There's a fine line between genius and madness. But rest assured, I'm going to show you the difference. Soldiers!
The man how many soldiers send. Well, come on. This is a bitch from earlier.
Loyal to the bitter end, are we?
Until yours, at least.
Bitch. Let's kill this fucker. Get up. No. I don't know what this move's meant to do for me.
It's not good anymore.
Careful, darling! You look dreadful!
Quickly kill this guy so we don't have him shooting at us.
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
Quickly kill all the little side bitches.
The general is playing his last cards.
Oh.
We've almost got him.
He's trying to sneak to the surface like a rat, but there is no way he's going to get away from us.
He will attempt. Oh, what we got here? crafting
prefer
bench.
to rest in far more comfortable places. I think we should take advantage of this camp to catch our breath for a while.
Well, there's not much we can do. We're gonna upgrade certain bit. Oh, now I can upgrade shit here? Fucking hell. At the end of the game, of course, you fucker.
So, you got the better of Zahid. I'd have thought she'd be stronger. But that's the curse of people like me. We're always disappointed by our subordinates. They can never measure up to our own greatness.
Your greatness ends here, General.
You'd best surrender. Outside, the Coin Guard are fighting your soldiers. They're dying in droves for you. Haven't you had enough killing?
What's a few lives compared to all those that could be saved by my plan? My grand vision. Don't you understand that I'm bringing peace to an entire continent?
You're not.
An end to the wars that have plagued us for centuries. I don't know why I'm wasting my breath on you. You couldn't possibly understand. Soldiers, show me you're worth more than this scum.
Get ready.
Alright, another wave.
Let's show them what we're made of.
And they moved. We're coming to assist.
These savages are worse than the pox.
Hadn't we better?
Silence, woman. Don't think you bested me. I'll never yield.
Of course he had to send his goons in wave after wave. Brace yourselves. They're just a bunch of thugs.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Ow.
We're finally rid of all those soldiers. The general dragged Zerin onto this bridge. I saw him.
We all saw him. Whatever the biggest area is where the final battle will commence. And so far it's looking like this area.
Let me go. There's still time to end this madness. Oh,
They're all cowards, traitors, incompetent fools. They're the reason we're in this mess.
The rat.
Incapable of following even the simplest orders, of doing what I tell them to. None of them ever understood the greatness, the beauty of the vision I shared with them. Imbeciles! You again.
Yes.
There's no place you can run, General. It's time to surrender.
She's right. It's over.
You think I'm gonna surrender to this savage and a mob? I had sooner die by my own hand.
Like, kill yourself then.
Really?
You're gonna turn into a monster. It's a beautiful blade though.
No! Don't!
What in the Resident Evil? An abomination you are. Go.
May the earth carry you always, my friends.
Kill him.
Show them what we're made of.
How? Bang. Wow. Oh, you got like red. You look cool. Yep. You get back. You get in there. Also just loves getting nice and close. I mean, he's not even doing anything, this guy. You suck. But there might be a second wave. Why are you guys injured? You did nothing. Soldiers. Oh, what?
I'm so sorry.
He died? But I don't know, I did all this shit.
To miss you, my friend.
What about everyone else? I guess everyone else survived. Damn. Who's the only one of the other people that I actually liked? Wanted to romance him, but didn't say the right shit.
From another world, the doubt, the onward, beyond the land of my sacred home, my heart, my soul, my body, my skin, my own destiny. My heart, my soul, my body, my skin, my own destiny.
And there.
My dear friend, I understand you'll need to know more about the events that took place in this part of the mainland. But you should know that reporting on the current situation is not easy. The upheavals of recent months have been such that the balance of power in Kakan has been altered. We came close to disaster. General Kurnaz might well have succeeded in creating the empire he dreamed of, if he hadn't been defeated by that party I've already told you of, and if he hadn't committed the folly of antagonizing the coin guard who tracked his forces to the ruins where he had taken refuge. The imperialist movement, whose corruption had reached the highest spheres, seems to have died out with him.
Good.
However, among the people, many are those who mourn his death. He flattered their nationalistic pride. We'll have to remain highly vigilant with regard to them. If they turn him into a martyr for their cause, we risk a resurgence of their deadly ideology and the rising of a new general. Fortunately, the new Sopharch of Elima, a certain Helis, seems to be both incorruptible and a supporter of a more benevolent alliance.
Good.
My spies are still looking for Zeren, who, as I've already told you in my letters, disappeared after the battle. None of my men managed to get their hands on her. We must hope that she doesn't plan on joining her husband's supporters.
She wouldn't.
As for the scientists who were trying to create those creatures of war for the general, they were hunted down by the guard. I know you wanted us to catch some of them alive, to put them to work for us. I admit their research could have been useful, despite their ideology, which is resolutely opposed to our own. But I doubt I'll be able to. The superintendent is pursuing them with unexpected rigor. The situation in the Dutan Empire, our main ally in the region, has also been impacted by all these events. The death of General Kurnaz allowed them to lighten the defense of the Eastern Front along the border with the...
You're gonna say something that sets up the first game.
...the Emperor to concentrate on the civil war that was ravaging his country, and in particular on the elimination of the communist heretics. General Eisenach, having been convicted of treason, his men fell into line, thus stabilizing the Imperial Army. The merchant congregation, which I am watching very closely as you know, has also undergone some changes.
What about the Center Sade?
Our allies, the Devasps, have managed to get their hands on the proof that their lineage can be traced back to the ancient kings of Astria. This allowed them to consolidate their position among the nobility and gain significant influence with the various cities. With our support, they should be able to rise again to the head of the congregation within a few years. I know that you have a keen interest in the affairs of the Nords, so I will say a few words about them here. Admiral Cabral is in Tirfadi.
Yep, we know that.
Admiral Basileus, with whom we have already done business, is in charge of the guild. After the general's stunt forced him to distance himself from the Alliance, I believe he will be quite receptive to our proposals. As you may remember, one of his lieutenants was to furnish us with a map of a new island. But we recently recovered it. Of course, we should find a way to convince the Nords to take us there. But owning this new map will give us a significant advantage over other nations. But let's get back to the party I mentioned previously, and which so piqued your curiosity. As already mentioned in my letters, I've met the various members on several occasions in recent months. Our agent Fausta introduced them to me. She was our biggest source of information on the events I previously mentioned. As you may remember, I had given her orders to assassinate the general, if the opportunity presented.
Well, she helped take him down.
The failure cost her. She was imprisoned, but fortunately was freed by her friends. Having obtained a pardon from the abbot who banished her, I believe that she'll henceforth be able to return to her family with her head held high.
Nah, we got married after this.
The party were 2 Tearfadians. One of them is called Nilan. He seems to have become the leader of a kind of community of refugees. He is said to work jointly with the Sofar Khalees to restore the lands of the Alliance's hinterland. The process they use is not yet known to us, but rest assured that I am doing everything to find out. I think I have already told you that Prince Alexander's niece, Sybil de Vespe, was also in the party. This intriguing young woman is a tour de force. She's had her cousin, the sinister Octave de Vespe, who murdered her parents, exiled. I encouraged her to apply for her former position as legate with us in Thélème. However, she has refused for the moment. It seems that she has not yet grown tired of leading an adventurous life.
And she's with me, so...
He also counted the captain of the Constantia, Alvida, the daughter of Admiral Basileus himself. I know that she has worked to lift the veil on tragic events that took place a long time ago, involving both her parents. This contributed to breaking the Admiral's relationship with General Kurnaz, which is rather to our advantage. She is a respectable captain who will surely become an admiral, given time. And with her, bribes won't work. Among this strange party was also a citizen of the Dutenberg.
Rest in peace, man.
Ludwig. It didn't take long for us to discover that he was a smuggler and wanted for various crimes and misdemeanors. No one will pursue him anymore, however, since he died honorably in the catacombs during the battle. You may remember that there was also a member of the coin.
I probably would have added Tilda die. It would have been
close to
better. He had no story.
Position as captain, but the rumors don't shed a good light upon him. He is said to have turned to alcohol.
Respect.
Finally, there was this woman of a certain age, Safia, a cartographer from the Bridge Alliance. She is said to have gone back to Tearfadi in search of one of her friends, but I don't know more. It is likely that she'll eventually die there. The forests on that island are not the best place for an elderly woman.
He's not that old.
Of course. There remains the one who was the soul of the party, the other Tearfadian, who some called Verdengair, thanks to whom the Tearfadians escaped a smallpox epidemic orchestrated by Kurnaz that would have had catastrophic consequences, and who, of course, led the final assault on the general in the catacombs.
That's me.
She is said now to lead an adventurous life alongside her beloved, Sybil de Vespe. But don't worry, I make sure to always keep an eye on her. Someone whose acts have had such an impact won't disappear into nothingness. There you have it. I think that I have summarized the fallout from the events that you asked about. Unfortunately, I can't answer your questions about the situation on Tearfadi yet. I'm still waiting for a report from my agents there. All I know to date is that several highly placed people from the congregation are involved.
And then it's
Another world.
and it just goes back here. Let me see. No main missions. Let's chat.
Well, if it...
Yes, my...
Oh, well, you're here.
I was wondering.
So, obviously, this is beforehand. Yeah, nothing. Let me see. Show complete quest, main quests. Well, that's all the main missions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Only 19 main quests. Alright, folks, that is it for GreedFall 2. And I enjoyed myself, you know. It was early access for a few years, but since, you know, I never completed the first game for a while, I never bought the early access, and then, you know, a few months ago, around November time, I played the first GreedFall. It took me about a month or so to get through it, and yeah, enjoy myself. And I was like, yeah, should I buy the early access? But I saw that like it will officially release a few months later, March, and I was like, yeah, I'll wait. And I didn't really know a lot about it, but you know, when I got it, I bought the deluxe, so I got to play it 2 days earlier than everyone else. Full edition. But okay, let's start with the good. So the good, I guess, graphics. The graphics are a bit better than the last game. Of course, not as good as some other games like The Last of Us or the newest Resident Evil. But the thing is with me, graphics don't matter. They don't matter. You can have piece of shit graphics, it's a fun game, good story, and that's good with me. So I was happy with the graphics. Character creation was pretty good. Like my character here, my girl, she looked fucking incredible. Like, not gonna lie, I tugged one out a few times when just looking at her. Like, she was incredible. I wish we could have changed like the appearance every now and then, like change the hairstyle. I don't know why they just don't do that. Like, the only bad thing is with the I was considering being a male, but I couldn't have a beard. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? I want baby face. You know, I hate being a baby face right now. I miss my beard. It's already starting to grow back. It's been 1 day, but yeah, the characterization was nice. Yeah, my character was hot as fuck. And yeah, I was very surprised at the beginning with the native language, and I had to read subtitles. It took me a while to kind of like focus in. I respect that. I respect them doing that. And yeah, and the combat was a mix for me, because you know, I did kind of like the old one, you know, simple, press X or press Y, attack, this, press that button to dodge, simple. But when I like hearing the reports, I was like, okay, it's a bit like Dragon Age, but yeah, it is a lot Dragon Age, but Dragon Age was a little bit better. So I got used to combat by the end, and I was like, there was no complaints. It's just hard to get kind of used to it at the beginning. And one of the other things, good things, is the story. In the first game, the story is like, honestly, not a lot even like really happens. You know, you're just a merchant. You're just trying to, with the congregation, you're just trying to build alliances, and it's like that for pretty much the entire game. You had the little big things like I didn't do Kurt's mission, and he turned to me, and when we got a good good chunk of missions there, which I really respect that shit. And then later on, you just go on, just do this, do that. The game didn't really get into a big kind of like important shit until like shadow monsters turned up, and it turned out to be Constantine. But that's only like near the end. It's like most of the game is just like, yeah, help that, do this, do that. Where this game, like once you get captured, you find out pretty early on like who the main villain is, and then you have a goal that you need to work towards. And I was like, yeah, that was good. A good like story to follow, easy. And the companions, yeah, pretty good. We had way more companions this game. There was not a lot in the first game, and you got more parties. Like instead of 3, you could have 4, and I'd be like that. Just more teammates, There were standouts in the first game where was Ciora, Vasco, which I romanced none of them because I didn't say the right options. We'll get to that. But in this game there was a lot of good companions. Fausta, fantastic. The moment I saw her, there was something about her. I just loved her. Should have romanced her. We'll get to the bad. She was great. And I'll say Neilon, if I'm saying his name correctly, he was a good character, a bit of a prick at the beginning, in the middle, but then you could see a character development, he started like actually understand that he's an idiot sometimes. I was ready to romance him at the end, but they just wasn't gonna let it happen, I don't know when I edit this, but you could see me breaking up with Sibel like 20 times just to see if I get different options. Didn't happen, of course. But yeah, the companion's good. Lots of companion quests, and all that are pretty interesting. And yeah, the world, the places I went to. The GreedFall 1, lots of places were just woods, all looked the same. There's hardly any differences, to be honest. I mean, I like woods, and then sometimes they had great lighting. Yeah, it was nice. But this game, like most of the areas, never really looked much like the same. And I was like, I respect that. You worked hard, and you paid off. Trying to figure what else. I guess voice acting, great. I mean, I have no problem with voice acting, as long as you portray what you meant to say. Good with me. Okay, to the bad. Fausta not being romanceable. What the hell was that? You cannot make someone that looks like her, a cutie, short-haired cutie blonde lady, and not have a romanceable. It just blows my mind, like that no one in the studio said, you know what? She should be romanceable. Did no one bring that up? Like, yeah. I mean, if there's a DLC that says, oh, you could cheat on your partner, hook up with her, I'm doing it. I do not care. Sibel, I like you, but Fausta is like incredible. Love her, great character, should have been romanceable. And Till had it, he had no companion quests. It boggles the mind. Yeah, he could have been a great quest, could have been a great romance, like the man that killed your master, and later you fall in love. It could have been great. It could have been great. Trying to think about what else I didn't like. Yeah, I'm really thinking much, There's an achievement for romancing everyone. I wish I could have done that. I guess that's really bad thing I can really think about, but that's just me playing. Like, I'll learn them more and then I'll fuck everyone in my next playthrough. But yeah, I did really enjoy this game, Lots of people were doing this shit for months or in the early access from this finished product. I really enjoy myself. Feel like more than GreedFall 1. You know what? I would say I enjoyed this game much more than GreedFall 1. You know, the characters and the missions were just, I was more invested and all that. GreedFall 1 is good, I do like it, but this was, yeah, an improvement. Lots of people saying it's a step backwards. Like, you know, I disagree. I thought it was a good one, and I hope we get maybe some DLC later on. We'll see how that goes. Maybe GreedFall 3 in a few years, where Fausta is #1 romance companion. She better be. She fucking better be. I doubt it. But no, I really enjoyed myself with this game. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I shall see you all in the next one.